I got me this Taito Super Pocket thing. It says HyperMegaTech here. Taito Edition. Super Pocket. It's also by Blaze Entertainment, so I'm guessing it's something to do with the Evercade. And also this looks like an Evercade slot. That won't go back in. Okay. It looks like it spent some of its life in a CEX shop somewhere. Let's see what it says on this. In fact, it does say Evercade on it. Quite why this is still on here. So we've got Super Pocket Console Taito Edition Green Unboxed Evercade Consoles. Nice. I don't quite know why that doesn't fit in there though. Because it was in there when I got it. There we go. It's a bit snug, that. Anyway, so I'm guessing you can put the Evercade cartridges in, which is pretty damn cool if that's true. Anyway, the problem with this is it doesn't come on. So we've got a slidey switch at the bottom. I don't know which is on and off because it doesn't tell you. I'm going to guess that that's off. And that's on. But either way, it doesn't come on. It's USB-C, so let's put a USB-C amp meter in and see if it's drawing anything. Or maybe not. Ah. The USB-C cable does not fit. I'm guessing that's the problem then. It's hard to see from here. I'm going to have to get this under the microscope. Let's do that now before we take it apart. Right, let's have a look at this port. Looks a little bit misshapen, doesn't it? Ah, what's that there? That looks like... Yeah, okay. I think that's the problem. Great. It's going to need a new port. Is it cracked as well there? Anyway, yeah, I think we know what the problem is. And annoyingly, I know that this is not going to be a standard USB-C port. It's going to be one of those stupid ones with 12 pins or 4 pins or 17 pins or something. Anyway, I'll stop complaining and we'll take this apart. Ah, there we go, Evercade. Should have looked at that first.
Haley Benz, we got a dodgy board, we're getting into it now. Christopher Shaw, not gonna take me long, Freedom TV. Anthony Dean, busting screws more than 3. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but Sigma 4. But then we need to be prying, red claw. Someone being here before to rejig us. Yes, man, just watch, let's see what it brings us. Tim must the bug, you know I love arcades. Got your princess wizard, let's bring in the grenades. Mr. Keegan does Newton, Dano DB. Dr. Frankenstein, Heinzie Hope, money. Adam Taylor, McAdams, Honey Cheesy. Eric Burgers, Mexi Fish, Infinity. Break it down. Dr. Stuart Coles, Kill Switch, Fox Cutter. Canover, Daily King, Sky Star Dreamer. Alice Margaret Troy, Chris Jenkins, Inflin. Tara Purton, Mackie, Lodger to the brim. All that remains is the main man Joe. Rapping Japan for sure with Monkey Joe Tokyo. That's it, we're out, thank you. Peace to all in the SSF crew.
Okay, that was quite easy to get into. It was only 4 screws. You did have to prise it from the top. There's like a little clip at the top, but yeah, easy enough. Don't want to lose that. I don't understand. This looks bent. I wonder if someone's tried to take this apart already and they left that in. Yeah, it probably doesn't come apart with that in and someone's like forced it and that's bent that out. So I'm going to have to try and... It should be flush against the board and it's not. Anyway, it's the least of my worries. It might not work at all. There's a battery. Let's check the battery, see if there's any voltage in that, and let's just hope it's not completely dead. Multimeter in. Voltage DC. Right, let's see what we've got. Oh. Ah, we have nothing. So I might have to use my trusty charging thing. That's the technical term. And see if we can get some juice into that battery. I'm guessing it's probably been dead for quite a while because it's not been able to be charged from this, and then it's just gone below its safe levels and it's gone, nope, you're not charging me anymore. So we'll see what I can do with that. In fact, let's do that first. The problem is it's really small, so it's going to be hard to get anything in there. These capacitor legs are definitely not going to fit. I might have to cut it, which I don't really want to do. This is going to sound really weird, but I've got these little LEDs and they've got really thin legs, so bear with. Let's just see if I can fit them in here. I think so. Right, let's see if we can just tack these on here. Let's just see if that's going to take a charge now. Yes, red light is charging. Excellent. It's drawing 0.12 amps. It's quite low, but we'll leave that on for a bit and we'll come back to it. Just see how it's getting on. Right, it's only been a few minutes and it's jumped up to 1.12 amp draw, so that's really healthy. This will be getting some charge in it now. Right, well, while we're waiting for that, I might as well have a look at this port, mightn't I? So I just need to take it apart a little bit further and then we can crack on. Nice. I mean, it looks quite well made. It's one of those PCBs though where you can't really see the tracks on it, the traces. You don't really know where anything goes. But anyway, let's have a look at this port. Let's get it under the microscope and see what kind of port it is. Yep, as I thought, it's one of those. I've definitely seen this before. So we've got 2 pins together here, 2 pins together here, here and here, and then we've got, 8 pins in the middle. But I know for a fact that not all of these are going to be connected. So we'll have, these end ones will be ground. The next one's probably power. I mean, you can kind of just see a bit of a trace there, I think. So if I don't have one of these, which I don't think I do, because I'm pretty sure I've looked for one of these before and I couldn't find one, I might have to bodge this up. But I'm going to have a look first and see if I've got a direct replacement for that. No, I mean, these are the USB-C ones that I've got down here. And I've got, 6 pin. There's a 2 pin. Yeah, I don't know what was in this one, but that one's now empty. I've got loads of micro USB, but I don't want to put a micro USB in. It's USB-C, so seems like a bit of a downgrade, doesn't it? But I have just found this, which is like a USB-C breakout board, and with the naked eye, that looks quite similar. Let's get it under the microscope. Let's spin that round. Yep, that looks like the same port to me. 2 pins together either side, 2 and 2, then 2 and 2, and then 8 in the middle. So I can sacrifice this little breakout board, I think. So I need to take this one off here and put it on here. Let's do that first and see if I can do it without melting it. Should be able to heat it from underneath, shouldn't I? Let's get my helping hand. Where are you? What's going on? It's hanging on for dear life. I think I've broken it. I think I pulled a few pads off, which, to be honest, I'm not that bothered about. I'd rather do that than damage the actual connector. Right, well, let's see if we can clean it up a bit. Try again. There we go, the pads have gone. Good as new. Obviously, I can't have a repeat of that when I'm taking the one off the pocket, what's it called? Well, for this one, I am going to add some leaded solder, which is probably what I should have done to the other one. And I need to just mask off. We've got plastic here, here, here. I just need to mask it all off and put some leaded solder on. It's as simple as that. Aluminium tape added. There's the port. Right, let's add some leaded solder. In fact, shall I use low melt solder? I'm going to try that, because I really don't want to damage this. Where is it? Right, a little goes a long way, but let's just see if we can get some of it on. And we've got to try and mix it in with what's already there. I'm not even sure flux helps in this situation, but let's add a bit on anyway. Problem with this stuff is it just goes everywhere. Right, let's try and get some on here without getting it on the components. Am I going to be able to do that? I'm not sure. But again, I'm not bothered about ruining the pork because it's already ruined. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this. These components are very, very close. Nice. Right, well that should help. Let's try and get this off now. I think I might need to enlist the help of Dave. Come on, Dave. I don't want to melt him, but I need some support here. Perfect. Thanks, Dave. Right, well let's try and get this off. I don't know why, but I don't have a good feeling about this one. Nice. That felt good. Just going to try and give that a bit of a clean while it's still hot. Ooh, that's not helping. Right, let's just see if I can clean out those ground holes. Nice. Right, I might still have some in this one, but I can take that from the other side, I think, but they're all clear. Let's flip it over and see the damage. That's not bad. Most of that is just the low melt solder. Let's try and wick that away without removing any of the components. Nice. The real downside to using the low melt solder is it does go everywhere and it's very messy, but it's quite effective. Try and give that a bit of a clean. Right, let's see if this port fits, because it might not do. Yes, it does. Perfectly. Right, what do I want to do? Do I want to just try and solder it on by hand, but those components are very close? I feel like it's going to be better with hot air. Right, so this method involves filling this up with leaded solder, then heating it from above until all the solder is nice and molten, and then simply dropping the port on. Dead easy, right? Well, we'll see about that, shall we? Right, I think we're good. We'll go with that. So once it's hot enough, I'm going to come in and I'm going to drop this like so. Wish me luck. Not sure about that. Right, well, it's not the prettiest, is it? But it looks like they're all on. Solid. Solid.
Solid. Solid, solid. Solid, 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 solid. Solid, 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 solid.
And solid.
They're all on. They're all on. Let's hope I've not melted anything. Let's take off the aluminum tape and find out. And then I need to give it a good clean, and then we'll check on that battery. Let's see how it's going. It's still got a red light on it. That's probably a good thing. It's drawing 0.83 amps now, which is less than it was before, which is also a good thing. Right, meltages. I think we're good. The beauty of aluminum tape. And people always tell me to use Captain tape, but honestly, I prefer this stuff. It never lets me down. Well, it probably has let me down. I'm sure I've melted something before, but usually it doesn't let me down. Yeah, that looks good to me. That looks absolutely perfect. Let's give it a clean. Right, I need to give that a test now, don't I? Let's bring the battery back in. Hopefully this is at a level now where it can accept a charge. So we're on... It's still drawing 0.82 amps. Sorry, Dave. Let's put you back. Thank you for your help. Right, so let's disconnect this. And then let's see what voltage we've got in there now. Multimeter in voltage DC. Let's do something. Yep, 3.8. There we go. Perfect. So it's a 3.7 volt battery. Should be 4% when it's fully charged. Let's now see if it's going to charge via this sexy new USB port I've put in. Battery. Right, here goes. We get a red light and it's drawing 0.96. Excellent. I think that's working. So the only other thing that I need to do is straighten this up so that we can get this, so we can put cartridges in basically. Now how am I going to do that? Looks like it's been completely bent out, doesn't it? I feel like I just need some kind of something just to hold it there. I don't want to desolder everything. A little blob of glue, hold it in place. I feel, yeah, I mean it's a bit... I'm not taking it off. I'm not taking it off. Let's give it a go. I'm talking just a little drop here, maybe a drop in the middle. Now I just need to hold that for an hour. Actually, I have these clamps. Yes. I have another one. Lovely. Let's leave that for a bit. Right, let's see how that's getting on now. Nice. Lovely. Right, well, let's pop all this back together and see if it works. Right, it's come up really nicely, and that now fits in perfectly. Much better than before. So we can try it with a cartridge if we can get it working. First things first, let's plug in the amp meter, and let's make sure we're getting a good, healthy draw. Yes, 0.98. Do we get a light? Yeah, there's a light here. I don't know if you can see that. Let's plug it in without that. There, we're getting a red light. Pretty dim, to be fair. Right, let's see if it comes on. The moment of truth. Get in there! Beautiful. Right, so it looks like we've got quite a lot of games already on there. Some good ones as well. But I want to see if the cartridge works in it. So let's get a cartridge. Codemasters Collection. Right, well nothing came up. Maybe you have to turn it on with the other cartridge in. Let's try that. Oh, they're the same games. Right, let's see. Ah, Taito Edition. Evercade. There they are. Those are the yes, Codemasters. Let's play Stunt Buggies. There's the volume. Oh, goes nice and loud. As with anything, I've never played this game before. I've got no idea what I'm doing. I guess you're not supposed to do that. I wish I knew what I was doing. It's like Pac-Man, but with buggies. Am I supposed to do that? Yes. Nice. Well, what was I supposed to do there? Stupid game.
And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. and the other one is giving her a high five.